So one of the most exciting elements of the gaming here is best painted, and a lot of effort goes into a variety of different display boards and armies and also concepts as well. I caught up with Domas, the head paint judge here, for the two-day championships to find out some of the armies what he liked and also some of the things that have caught his eye. So let's catch up with him and what he thought about the armies.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of beautiful armies. We always hope to see more and more beautiful armies. We had tons this year, and it was excellent. So we just encourage everybody to keep up their painting and continue to bring beautiful stuff to Adepticon. For me, the things that make a good army are clean painting that's well executed, a nice display base, and a theme. And a theme is, for me personally, is one of the strongest elements that you can have, because anybody can learn to paint and paint very nicely, but you have to have a story that ties it all together and sells it to the world, so that when we sit down and look at your army, I know what you were thinking and why you thought it. And here we have Saans Makers' army. I don't know that I'm pronouncing that right, but I believe he's from California. And this is a desert-themed lizardman army. The basing is definitely one of the high qualities of this army. Just some of the painting in general. There's some good conversion work in. Use of the cold ones for salamanders. So there's a number of things that we liked about this army. And a lot of the scale work is done with alternating colors. So if you look at like this front skink up here, some of the scale work is done in not only but blacks and browns. Yeah, there you go. Those are some of the things we liked about this army. 14. And here we have Dennis Gunya's Warriors of Chaos army. Dennis is from somewhere in the Chicago area. And in this army there is a ton of conversions. A lot of the whips and stuff you'll see on the knights. The Warriors unit there is all heavily converted from a number of different kits. A lot of nice freehand work on his movement trays with all the runes. And one of the things Dennis has used, and I've always teased him about this over the years, is he's taken traditional prom dress colors and made an army really nice looking using some really unusual colors. Here we have Ryan Cap's army. It's an Empire army. He's from Indiana. A lot of stuff we liked about this army. Very clean painting, very nice and excellent conversion work. Especially when you're looking at the war altar right here. This is a really lovely piece. But over and above that, it's a nice display base. There's very nice freehand work to be found in the army. Cleanly painted, nice use of color. And that's why it ended up here, and we picked it as one of our top armies. It's kind of like that, not nicely presented.
Yeah.
It's like
Really nice looking.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it just didn't care. And here we have Paul Ting's Nergal army. Paul's from Calgary. And admittedly, this almost got missed because some of the painting work is very, very subtle. But as you get in and you start picking up models and looking at stuff, there's some very nice blending work. I really like the basing and the display base with the water feel. And really just for us kind of captured the essence of Nergal. According to the website. And here we have Wayne Kemp's army, it's Skaven army. You might know Wayne from Heelanhammer. Some of the things we loved about this army are some of the wicked, sick conversions Wayne has done with his giant models. Big, giant, fun rats. For me personally, I just love the fun aspect of it. But as far as the painting aspect goes, it's very cleanly painted. There's a lot of really nicely done freehand. There's excellent conversions that are very well done. And just overall really captures to me the essence and the feel, the fun of the Skaven that a lot of players miss. And this is army, Berto Ghia, apparently army from Bart Parker, Parker, I don't know. Everything here is highly converted. There's a lot of really nice paint effects, a lot of really nice freehand. All the cloth and bits have been added. The helmets on the ogres are all made out of plastic to look like Bretonnian men-at-arms. And he just really did a good job taking an ogre army and making it look like Bretonnian. This is Tim McGowan, the Chaos Army. One of the things that we really liked about this army is that he went to great effort to almost conceal some of the brilliantly painted items he's got. There's some really nice blended in and converted in work on that giant you're looking at. A lot of the armor is really nicely weathered. And at first glance, it doesn't necessarily look like it's cleanly painted, but when you get in on it, you realize that the weathering is all purposeful and very much on purpose. He's got a display base for his army as well, but it's like 5 feet tall and it puts the army at eye level, so we left it off to the side for the showing. And his display base is under the table if you want to just grab a quick snap. Okay, and here we have High Elf Army by Eric West. Some of the things that drew us to this were the great use of colors, specifically blue, the Kraken model, which he uses as a dragon mage in game. He's got some amazing conversions in his knights. I think he uses as dragon princes in the game, but they're all done as centaurs with High Elf horses and marauder bits, as well as a number of other bits. It's very cleanly painted overall. It just has a very nice, clean look to it.
I ate so much Chinese food.
You're gonna pop.
I'm gonna pop. Fuck me.
He's recording.
Oh, oops. It's me cursing and shit. You got pretty breath. I got high fructose corn syrup breath. Nice. How do you use that? Pull one out?
Yeah, just pull a sheet out and dissolve and put it on your tongue. It'll dissolve.
Yeah.
Ready? This is Johnny Haseman's Bull Ogre Army. So these are old school metal Minotaurs that have been heavily converted that he uses as an Ogre Kingdoms army. Johnny's from the Point Hammered podcast. And Johnny is an amazingly brilliant painter and converter. So he's got some of the most seamless blends you'll see, some of the best freehand. And then he's got amazing conversions like this Gorgon model holding his cannon as his Iron Blaster, with all the fur has been sculpted on and added to the model, as well as probably a ton of other details that I can't recall at the moment. But just very, very top, some of the most top level painting we have here in the States in general. So this is Brandon Palmer's from GMM Studios. All I can say is that this is just freaking amazing. Just a lot of time, a lot of effort. One of the things I've told a lot of people about his work is that, I think he should be in movies and set direction and movie making, because it's a lot of lighting and a lot of effects, that the kind of details you would make if you were making a movie set. Lovely, lovely stuff.
What do you personally like about the models?
About the models, some of the things I liked about the models are the freehand up here on his BSB is amazing. There's a lot of putty work as you go down this same figure. Is one of the things that I really liked amazing. I love the basing. From the arm length view, the basing has a really great look to it. And as you get closer to it, you can see the layers and things of that nature. But it's got a great set direction / lighting view to it. And the buildings, I love the buildings. It's just overall, it's just all well done. Lots of conversion time and work too. Okay, this is Chaos Dwarves by John Cash from Indiana. One of the obvious things again about this army, the orange is a great use of color to pop and attract the eye to the army, but there's a lot of great conversions. If we look at his Kadai here, it's a Balrog with a head and some putty work. The Skaven, these units here, I think those are, I forget what they're called. They're not they're not goblins, but they're something else. But they're Skaven models and Noblar heads. So a lot of conversion work, a lot of nice clean painting, and nice crisp colors and a solid display base. I know that you people overseas love the display bases.
It's true, they do look amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Chris Hughes' army from Chicago area in Illinois, and some of the things that we really liked about this army is the color selection. The use of orange is a great way to get your army to pop. A lot of conversions, Wolf Riders, Chariots. There's a really nice, again, another nice Warzag with a lot of freehand working on the cloak. And there's just a lot of little fun elements, like if you look up front, there's a Fanatic spinning a cow. Can you see the cow there? Yeah. So, and just, the chariot here, maybe this is a pump wagon. It probably is a pump wagon in game terms, but it's just very fun with custom Mangler squigs. Just a lot of effort with the display base and the whole kit and caboodle. So that's why it made the top 10%.
So what have we got here then, Domas?
This is Mark Wildman's Orcs and Goblins army from the UK. Some of the things that we liked about this army were some of the freehand work. There's some good conversions in the army, some nice clean painting. There's a lot of dag work. We got a really fun unit here. The BSB is especially nice, as is the Wyverns and the check work on Warzag.
Yeah, that one is amazing. That's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's very nicely done. So just the overall quality as a whole was what got it on the top 10%, which is our top 14 armies.